Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen of the interweb. This is Nord Notwork, playing a little more Banished. So we are back in the town of Swerstownberry. I managed to go a day without screwing something up, and we're ready to get back into it. So let's continue this. Now we've got some extra laborers, so let's start dividing them up. Put some into farming, because we're going to need more food. Should be doing good on the rest. And, yep. So the only thing that we really need to get this quarry going is iron. You gotta be careful. You see these trees just randomly falling every once in a while? You gotta kind of keep an eye on your little notifications, because those trees can fall in your little sims as they're wandering through the wood and crush them flat. So that's something to avoid. What else can we plunk down? We're doing okay with materials. Plenty of tools, plenty of clothing. Just got a good amount of logs. It's mostly iron that we need to get our hands on. So let's actually drop one farmer back out. I know I just put him there, but I think it's more important that we pick up all this loose iron off the ground, since we do have enough food for now. And since we have the stone to do it, let's place some housing. I did learn this from a test game. You kind of gotta be careful when you are placing your settlement, because your Sims need to go back to a house to get food. If there is no house around, they'll simply starve to death. Let's drag this dirt road over. Can I connect? Yes. So they'll be working over here, and their house is over here, and they'll die before they get back to get something to eat. So that's a little stupid, but with the way everything else in the game works, it's kind of to be expected. So by putting houses over here, we should hopefully avoid that issue. So we got our quarry going. Now there's a percent remaining bar. I think that means how much more stone they can pull out of the ground here. Hopefully that 100% will last us a while. It's, a massive amount of stone, not just a couple hundred. Because, you've got a death. Who died? Oh, no. Cole, you just started. It was your first day on the job, rookie. Okay, so that's bad. And does bring us to our next necessary thing. We need to get a graveyard going. They're a little high in material cost. Uses stone. Let's actually put it... let's clear out some of this field. And plop down graveyard. So, while they are... Wait, how big does this thing need to be? Okay. That's way bigger than I thought it was going to be. You need these so that your citizens won't mourn as much when their elders die. It's understandable you don't want, your dead grandparents lying in the living room. It will definitely throw... But why do you have a question mark over your head? It will definitely throw a little bit of a wrench in the works there. What? Just pause. What is your question? Citizen has no job. How do you not have a job? I guess this is our laborer, but... Okay, so what can we give him to do? I guess keep running around picking up iron. Because we have our... Well, you know what? Instead of having him picking up iron, let's put him into stone cutting. Because we are going to need a lot more houses as time goes on. Not only that, but we're going to need to build some tunnels soon. So I don't think my food production is going to last for too much longer. You can see we don't have a huge stockpile. And while each of the houses have some, none of them have a lot. They've got a good mix. And we're back into winter. For some reason, they never gathered up the rest of these crops. Something to eat. Clothing is fair. Alright, I guess he was just taking a lunch break. Why are you idling? Oh, you know why? I just realized we have way too many industries without the need to produce. So he must have been, well, he was our farmer, and our farm's dead because it's winter. Okay, that makes sense. Because I've never seen that before. Usually they'll just kind of stay at their place of employment. But yeah, we've got 3 farmers, and we only need 2. So let's drop him out. And where can we plug him? We've also got 3 builders that we don't need to be building. So you know what we can work on? How much stone do we have? 11. Not a lot. Okay. Yeah, let's take out our builders, put all these guys into stone cutting so we can gather up some resources. Because I want to, early spring, try and get a hole through this mountain to get over to this iron and to get to the waterway. So let's let them run. So they'll continue working. These guys are doing their thing up here. Forester's lodges are nice. You can just kind of plunk them down and let them go, because they will replant the trees as they cut them down. So pretty much it takes about 2 years for the trees to regrow. So right around the time they clear out that circle, anything they cut that first year, the replacements will pop up. Which is a lot nicer than some of the other sim games I've played, where there's no way to replant the trees, so they just let you clear cut everything, and then all of your citizens start freezing to death because there's no firewood. So, we are deep in winter. How we doing food-wise? Still got some coming in. I wonder, can I plant a small orchard here? I can. Okay. So, just to get a little extra food coming in, we will plant some peach trees there as soon as spring comes. Now, you don't want to plant an orchard early, just because of the fact that it takes about 2 years for the trees to grow. So if you try and get fruit trees as your first source of food, you're going to starve to death well before they start producing anything. And we are coming up on spring. So how are we doing on stone? We got 25 there, 7 there. So we might have enough to get through this area. So let's take a look. I want to take it in a straight line out from here. That's not really idyllic for our fishing area, is it? Would it be better? Yeah, I think it'd be better to try and come through here. So let's put our tunnel starting here and out through there, and then continue our dirt road through to there. Because the banks down here, I don't think would have been good for trying to place our little fishing area. I need some more builders. Who can I take away? Let's take away some stone cutters. Put them into building. I really need a baby boom. We've got 6 kids sitting there now, 21 adults, so we've doubled our population in just 4 years. So that's not bad. But we're going to need so many more than that. So let's grab... Oh, can that work? Okay, that's no good. So we're going to have to rotate this a bit. The fishing things are kind of weird, the way you have to finagle them in. Can that fit anywhere here? You can fit here. Kind of. Alright, well let's get one down. We'll get some roads going to it. There. Now, hopefully, yep, there we go. So I should have enough stone to finish what I need here. That only needs 16. I mean, that took a bunch, but we should be good. How's our quarry doing? I guess they're all making deliveries. I wish there was... Oh, that's... Okay, so we're 2% down. So we got a decent amount of stone in those things. Nothing to write home about, but it'll at least keep us going. Got some logs coming in. So the next thing that we're going to want to try and get down soon, after we get a few more houses, is going to be a mine. Thinking back up in this area might be a good place to put it, which means we're going to need 2 things. We need some more housing up in this area, so that our fishermen and our miners have a place to live. Let's rotate that out that way. And we're also going to need another distribution area. Now, we don't want to do a barn up here. I want to keep that a little more localized, centralized. So we want to try and put down a market. So the market kind of works like a barn, but it covers an area. See? Big circle around it. So basically any houses in that circle will be covered. So where can we put our market? I don't want to do it on this side, because that would interfere with our foresters and our gatherers. So we might need to actually start a whole separate area up in here. Which is fine, because if you look, there's a ton of stone and a ton of iron just lying around here. So we can definitely get a good amount of resources from this area. But I think... Let me check the time real quick, but I think this might be end of episode. So give me 1 second. Yep, so pretty much as I thought, we are coming into our wrapping up area. We've almost reached the end of year 4. I don't want to start any more big projects, so I might just let this run off camera, because there's not really anything else to do until some of this area grows up. Did they ever plant peppers? Okay, they did. They just already harvested. Whew, that scared me there for a second. Another part of the reason I really want to get the fishing docks worked out, like the hunters, they'll just keep doing it. I'm not sure if these guys will continue to produce unless I tell them to. But for now, I am Nord Not Work. This was episode 3 of Banished, also known as How Have I Not Starved to Death Yet? I am terrible at these games. Well, I will catch you guys next time in the idyllic mountain town of Swoyerstownbury.